Hello, this is Jason Go, and I'm getting ready to put some trail cameras up for the year. This is late June. It's around the time I like to do it, June, July. Just kind of get an idea what's around. So I'm going to show you how to make a do-it-yourself bracket using only a couple dollars worth of hardware. You can get it at any hardware store. There's other people that show this similar setup online. I kind of did things a little different, but it works, and it's cheap, easy, and you can do it yourself. So let's take a look at what we need to do this, and then we'll put a camera up and show you how it works. Okay, so here are the items we'll need to make this bracket for our trail camera. To start, we have an eye bolt. This is a 1/4 inch eye bolt. The length on it is 3 inches long. You could also use a 4-inch eye bolt. Just keep it 1/4 inch, that's the important part. The next item is another 1/4 inch eye bolt. This is 5 inches long, and this is the piece that will thread into the tree then, so it has the coarse threads on it, like the wood screw threads. Then we have a 1/4 inch fender washer. You can see I actually painted this already, so that's what that is on there. And you can just use like a flat gray or black or tan paint to kind of camouflage it a little bit. We have 2 wing nuts, both 1/4 inch, and then this last piece is kind of a combination. It is a 1/4 inch bolt. Well, it's 1/4 inch in size. The length on it is 1 1/4 inches, and it has 2 1/4 inch nuts, a 1/4 inch fender washer. So these 2 nuts are holding this fender washer against the head of the bolt. And now we'll put it together. So we take this piece that we already pre-made here. Put one of the eye bolts, it doesn't matter which one. I started with the 5-inch one. Put it over top. And you can see the reason I put those nuts there was there's the inside diameter of this eye bolt is considerably bigger than the inside or the outside diameter of the 1/4 inch bolt. So there would be all kinds of play up and down and side to side in your bracket if you didn't find something to kind of fill that gap. So that's what the 2 nuts do. They serve to fill that gap, to kind of get rid of some of that play in the bracket. We'll take the second eye bolt, put it right on top. So you can see where we're at now. Put the fender washer on top to kind of hold it all together. And then one of the wing nuts. The bullfrogs in my pond are going nuts right now. Sorry about that. There we go. So you can see what we got is the 1/4 inch bolt, fender washer. Remember, there's 2 nuts underneath there, 2 eye bolts, fender washer, and a wing nut. Now you don't want to make this too tight. Remember, it's just hand tight, and that kind of adjusts how tight this hinge is, or this pivot point is. If you have to adjust it more, you can always loosen it and then snug it up. The last wing nut goes on your the 3-inch eye bolt, and what that's for is on the bottom of your trail camera or on the back, they're all kind of different. This Bushnell has a spot here on the back, and then has a spot on the bottom for that you can thread this into. I'm pretty sure that 1/4 inch size is standard, but as for where that is on each camera, it may be a little different for each one. I will say, don't torque this bracket on too tight. Most cameras are just plastic around that I guess molded nut that's inside there, so you don't want to break this. So when we thread our bracket into our camera, you're only going to get a few turns. There isn't a whole lot of length there, and like I said, you don't want to torque it too bad. And then you can adjust your wing nut so that it won't pivot on you. So let's go put this in the tree and we'll show you how it looks. Okay, so there's the bracket in use. As I said, you can adjust the left to right by loosening the wing nut on the bottom, turning your camera, and then just tightening the wing nut to hold that in place. If you have to adjust your elevation, you can loosen the wing nut on the pivot point on the bottom. You can go pretty much 180 degrees. And then if you, for some reason, the tree leans left to right, you can adjust by just turning the thread that's in the tree. You know, turning the whole bracket in the pivot on the screw. So that's it. You can see it works pretty good. I like to use this in areas where I have trouble maybe with people stealing cameras, because I can put this bracket 8 foot up a tree and use a set of sticks, maybe a stick or two to get up to that height, anchor this in the tree, and then put my camera looking down in the area I think deer will come through. It also works good, obviously, like I said, on crooked trees, or even if you have maybe a brushy area you have to kind of see around. You can almost look around the brush, because this camera is off the tree now, 3 or 4 inches, so that gives you some flexibility there too. So again, this is a do-it-yourself bracket. It's pretty easy. You can see it only took me a few seconds to assemble over there, and it works well. Hope it works for you guys. Good luck this season.